Welcome to the AI Church Assistant channel. Today, we're diving into one of the most intriguing and well-known stories from the Bible, the Garden of Eden. But what if there's more to this story than meets the eye? Could the fall of man have been a setup? We all know the story. In the book of Genesis, Adam and Eve were the first humans created by God and were placed in a paradise called the Garden of Eden. This garden was a perfect home, a place of peace, harmony, and abundance. But there was one rule, one simple command. Do not eat from the tree of the knowledge of good and evil. It seems straightforward, right? But here's where the mystery deepens. If God is all-knowing, He would have known what would happen when He gave this command. He would have known that Adam and Eve would eventually eat the fruit. So why would He create a rule that He knew would be broken? Was it really just a test of obedience? Or could there be a hidden message within the fall of man? To explore this further, we need to take a closer look at the characters involved. First, there's the serpent. In many interpretations, the serpent is seen as a manifestation of evil. Some believe it represents Satan. But let's think for a moment. Who created the serpent? God did. And according to the Bible, God said everything He created was good. So why would a good creation tempt Adam and Eve to disobey? Is it possible that the serpent's role was part of a larger divine plan? Could it have been a catalyst for Adam and Eve to gain something they didn't have before? Knowledge? After all, the serpent told Eve that eating the fruit would open her eyes, and that she would be like God, knowing good and evil. This leads to an important question. Was the fall of man necessary for humanity to reach its full potential? Could it be that, in order for humans to grow, evolve, and experience true free will, they had to experience the knowledge of both good and evil? In the Garden of Eden, Adam and Eve were like children, innocent, but without the depth of understanding that comes from making difficult choices. By eating the fruit, they gained the ability to discern, to make moral decisions, and ultimately to understand the consequences of their actions. In a way, the fall could be seen as a step towards maturity. But there's still the question of why this had to come through disobedience. Why would God set them up with a rule that He knew would be broken? Some theologians suggest that this was not simply a test of obedience, but a demonstration of free will. God didn't create robots, He created beings capable of making choices. And choice, true choice, involves the possibility of making the wrong decision. Without the fall, Adam and Eve might have lived forever in a state of innocence, but they would never have experienced the fullness of life, the struggle, the growth, the beauty of redemption. In a way, the fall gave humanity something even more precious than the paradise they lost, the ability to become more than they were. Let's also consider how this story reflects on the nature of God. Is He the stern figure who punishes disobedience? Or is He the loving Creator who, knowing full well what would happen, allowed Adam and Eve to make their own choices, knowing that through their mistakes, humanity would ultimately grow closer to Him? In this light, the fall of man might not be a tragic error, but a necessary event in the story of humanity. A setup, yes, but not for failure. A setup for growth, for learning, for transformation. The fall opened the door to redemption, and redemption is one of the greatest themes of the Bible. Perhaps then the hidden message in the Garden of Eden is this: even in what seems like our greatest failures, there is potential for growth and deeper understanding. What appears to be a fall may actually be the first step in rising to something greater. And maybe, just maybe, God knew all along that Adam and Eve's journey, our journey. Click the link in the description to create your own biblical content using our AI Church Assistant tools.